Speaking about pieces of materials that are used for protection, mask sales in the UAE have dropped by 90%. So as of yesterday, masks were only made mandatory in health facilities and centers for people of determination, and subsequently, mask sales have significantly dropped well over 90% in comparison to the height of the pandemic.
Mahmoud Talal from Talal Supermarkets reported to Cliche Times that during peak COVID-19, we used to sell to 70 boxes of masks daily. This came to about 40 a day after a few months. Now, they're barely selling 3 to 5 boxes a day now. Additionally, adult masks have nearly dropped down to zero, with there being only a demand for children's masks due to school rules and requirements.
So Talal also added that masks went from being on the display counter and would immediately sell out to now being to where it once was prior to the pandemic, which was the cosmetic section.
So true. I have not even thought about my box of masks.
Crazy.
That's on top of my microwave.
Same.
Yeah.
It seems appropriate.
And I've got to the office, and then I have got all my reusable ones that are just sitting there.
Yeah. I wonder how many cases happened, pandemic cases.
I'm so glad I didn't invest in those mask shares like I was planning to, because it just...
No way, were you actually going to?
No.
Imagine.
No, if you watch the show, we have so much conversations about our investing and our stocks and our Bitcoin and our Dogecoin. It's never happening.
Yeah, they're never good investments, huh?
No, we don't really know what we're talking about in any way, shape, or form.
Oh no, that too. But Simran invested in what was it?
No, she never invested in Karen Quinn.
Not Karen, but the other one. She did recently, the last week. Yeah. And just doesn't seem like a good idea. Ali in the PCR was like, not a good idea. And I was like, I'm not telling her. But that was a separate conversation. Anyways, yeah, who's touching their mask anymore? I bought just one of those masks from the gas station because I went somewhere where I thought I would need it. And I did it, and I was like,
wait. Okay. Well, it's so interesting, actually, because we all talked, as soon as the mask requirements were lifted, we talked about that kind of switch. So we're so used to now being protected in malls. You're so used to, just having that layer of protection around thousands of people that you don't know and strangers. And then we were thinking, what is that shift going to be like back to normality? And the big thing was removing your masks, because we've become so used to it being your phone, your keys, your wallet, throwing into the handbag as you leave your house. And how people were going to shift. And I know that when we announced the news, a lot of people were like, well, I'm going to keep mine on. For sure, I'm going to wear it in public transport. For sure, I'm going to wear it at the mall. And I have noticed that there are people in the mall at the weekend still wearing their masks. So whether that's they have a little cold and they're protecting others, which is amazing, or they have vulnerable people in their homes, or they're just still a bit cautious about taking that step back in, which I get.
Yeah, whichever. It's still generally a good idea to wear it. You don't have to, so no one's doing it anymore. I personally, I don't know, mixed feelings. I don't know.
Oh, mine's gone.
Yeah, I just don't want to say that on air. I'm not really wearing my mask anymore.
If I was feeling ill, or if I was concerned, I would wear it, and it's great
for sure
to have that as. It was, when masks were first introduced to us, that's something that I'd never seen in my life. And I know in some countries it's quite common. If there's an illness outbreak, you throw on a mask and you get on public transport. That's something that I was never used to. So now it's very habitual that I would, if needed, or if we're going to a certain event, they require you to mask up. Not a big deal. I've got my reusables. However, now that we're able to take them off, I did notice I had those twitches that everyone gets, you can yawn with your mask on, and you could make those awkward faces, but I rather not wearing it. And also I was all about the mask knee, so I don't have to worry about that.
You're telling me, sister, it wasn't a good time. But also I feel like the change was literally overnight. Well, it was, but the very next day no one was wearing masks.
Yeah, mostly. Apart from the public, there is that switch between public transport.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But we're past it. The pandemic, nice.